Hi, we're here. We're here to do the commentary. This is Maria Jacques Maton.
Andre Jacques Maton.
We're the writers.
And I'm no relation to them, but they write some nice words for me. My name is Robert Morse.
And I'm John Slattery.
And this is episode 12, Blowing Smoke.
Blowing Smoke.
Which I believe John Slattery directed.
Yes, he did.
He did.
With a lot of verve.
Yes, I did.
He certainly put up with
Written
me.
by Andre
I'd like
and
to
Maria.
apologize right now.
Semi-directed by me,
So,
Don Draper.
First, I want to assure you that no one at my agency knows about this meeting.
I have to turn this up.
So
we go.
this episode
I have my
is
own
sort of
thoughts, but
it is the culmination,
how
really,
would you
of a
describe,
season where we were really examining
well, your current
Don as a single man and the way that when your life is personal life is sort of falling apart, all of your energies get focused on your business. And so we're coming into the episode at a point where they've lost Lucky Strike. Sterling Cooper Draper. I was about to say Price. That is the name of the company. Has just lost their most important client, and Don is sort of scrambling for new business.
Right, and this guy here is from Heinz. What is it? The Heinz Company.
yes.
Yes.
And
Heinz ketchup.
And we're talking about beans, pickles, and ketchup.
Beans.
pickles and ketchup. And the thing is about this scene is that Don's desperate and is showing it. And the word on the street is that Sterling Cooper Draper Price is not long for this world because they lost their tentpole, their tobacco.
Lucky
account.
Strike, yeah.
Well,
Right.
Right, they've got a stink on them, and they need to find some way to get rid of it.
because their food.
Right. This guy was great. The guy that we cast as this part.
Yes, he was fantastic.
He was very nervous.
He was.
And then
But he
sat
rallied.
in, and then he sat in and just got it in one take. It was great because he was really talking about this and that. And we kind of had to talk him off the ledge a little bit, not off the ledge, but just kind of let him know that he had it in his back pocket.
Yeah.
It's true, but
I'm sorry to be so blunt.
Another great set by Dan Bishop too.
I know. One of the things I really love about this scene is the way that John, that you shot it, where you kind of put them in a back table, and obviously that's a window that's probably out onto an alley or something, so that this executive wouldn't be seen dating
Right.
the enemy.
Or Don.
Right. We had
Or
a
Don.
couple of different shots as choices, which you often do, to give Matt and the editors options. One was kind of a moving shot that moved beyond a screen, behind a woman and a guy, just to show that they were there in the back room. And
Raymond, I will
another was
have
kind of a
some
wide
idea
shot for
of
some
how
distance to
those
show they were kind of far away from everyone else.
discounted commission make
But-
up for the break-in period.
For whatever reasons, time,
I bet I could get a date
Matt's
with your mother
Matt's
right now.
Matt's decision was to start close on Don, which happens a lot.
Yeah.
But I think you really
Don,
still get the
you're
sense
a
that
hell
they're
of an
off
idea,
in a
man.
hidden corner.
Yeah.
Let the account boys do this part. I wish you the best of luck.
Well, there's your shot.
It was really great.
That was the opening shot, or one of them. Because he decides to have a drink after all. He's been trying to hold off on the booze.
Sally, Bobby.
This is something we're all familiar with.
The Draper Kitchen.
Yes, right.
I should
And
say
kids.
the Francis Kitchen now.
That's right, the Francis Kitchen. Betty, trying to be a good mother.
Can I take it away from
See the
you?
kid looking at the mic,
Spoon or the
I
spoon?
know.
looking off camera. He was good though, banging that spoon.
He was.
I love the way she bites a piece of the hot dog off and then gives it to the little kid.
Yeah.
That's
How
such a
come we
great
never even
detail.
Henry? First
Oh,
of all,
what
he
you don't
wants
see
to
is that
live
we're
with
all
us.
off screen, actually banging something and mimicking.
Right, that's all. I
banging
think
something
that's
for
the
the child.
post-production sound.
Would you like to eat with Henry? Why don't Bobby and Jean eat first, and I'll wait to eat with you and Henry?
So this is sort of kicking off Sally's story in the episode, which is that she has been going to see a therapist, and really the therapist wasn't really doing much good. It was her learning how to manipulate her mother from her little friend, who we'll see later.
Signing new business, no matter what the size, is of the essence. Not only because your billings have shrunk by 50%, but because there's not much time before you'll be perceived as
So this is kind of a State of the Union
worse,
meeting
decaying.
Listen,
Yeah.
doctor, we know there's a
where they're being told what
spot
they
on
need
the
to
X-ray.
do.
You don't have to keep tapping your finger on it.
I recommend that you do what you do
You
best.
really get a sense of the desperation here.
Cigarettes. You understand the FTC, you understand Surgeon General, you have a team in place with account management.
Right, and he's advising him to
media
get another tobacco
expertise,
account.
Which is up and running. And of course, you have Don. You are a certain kind of girl, and tobacco is your
Tricky, these
ideal
scenes with
boyfriend.
27 people at a table.
Can you give us a date?
But
Well,
they
they'll
look
just-
so great.
I know they
Is
do.
introducing a new brand for young women, hoping to have it on the market in 18 months.
There's Robert Morse.
They'd like a new agency.
There's Robert
The-
Morse.
From the ground
Scene stealing Robert
How much
Morris.
is it?
Try to stay awake.
$5 million. It's a start.
Wonderful.
And what stage of the process has your influence brought us?
And you're alluding to Virginia Slims, which
No one else
really
has one.
didn't come along until 1968. So
Right,
this
but-
is 65. And
But according to our research, it was well in the pipeline. The
Yeah.
development of it was well in the pipeline. At least the talks about it.
All right, so now they're cutting away to what people really think of that meeting.
All I'm saying is we should be going after something as big as what we had.
It costs a fortune to
great set.
pursue one when it's in review, and they're impossible to pry away.
Our day-to-day payroll will be beyond us by the next bidding cycle. We should start
Wait a
thinking
minute.
about reducing
what's
staff
great
and
about
subleases.
this is that it wasn't written this way. This actually ended up this way in editing.
Right, this actually what it was
Exactly.
written this way, but it was that we cut back to each scene twice. In the script, it's only you cut to one of these scenes, and then you cut to another one,
Yeah.
and then another one.
And it works really well.
It works really well.
October. It's gonna be barefoot in the
And this is
park.
one of the advantages that Matt has, because we all shoot these scenes as scripted, and then he has the freedom to pace the show up,
That's right. He gets to
or
rewrite and
slow
the
it
editing
down,
room. Yeah.
and right, and cut it and recut it
Certainly ran away from that in the right direction.
in his way.
This is great framing here.
I like that we put Megan as a sort of foreshadowing
Yep.
in between the two of
Between
them.
the two of them, that really works nicely.
Yep.
And of course, Don and Faye having this business conversation when they're really in sort of kind of a steamy relationship, but no one knows.
Right, but then they're in a glass box, so they have to
Keep up
behave like this.
appearances.
I have dinner plans, but call me tonight, even if it's just to work.
There's Martin Weiner, as most people know, is Matt's eldest son, playing the football hero.
That's right. He's irresistible here.
It was 107 degrees here.
It
We were
was.
shooting in Pasadena, and these kids, I think, started to get heat stroke by about 2 in the afternoon. And we were mopping them down, and there were 2 scenes to shoot. There's a later scene here, and in the same location. This is the kind of their hideout where they come to meet, talk, and it doesn't look very hot, but it was brutal.
I did.
And we had like electric wires on top of us. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was really
She doesn't like
not the ideal location. But these kids were great.
And the sort of point of this scene, not only, to show that, that Glenn and Sally have this friendship, but it was also to show that, Glenn says to her, did your therapist tell you to kiss your mom's ass? So we're supposed to be getting the idea that Sally's getting better because of her relationship with Glenn and not
Right.
really because of her therapy.
She's manipulating her mother and her shrink at the advice of Glenn.
Yes, exactly.
This was a great location shot downtown at a building not far from the studio that we really worked hard to get.
What do you
and
mean?
I think
This
it
is
paid off.
This is the Time Life building. Come on.
That's right. And there's Midge, Rosemary DeWitt,
Yeah.
who's great. Obviously was in season 1 as Don's mistress.
We waited and worked a long time to get her back in the show. She's such a wonderful character.
She's great.
Home. You look good.
Lovely beret.
Skinny.
Mm-hmm.
Starving artist. Do you move here?
We were trying to get these shots in before you see the LA City buses go back and
No.
go behind in the background.
And I think there were
Or the
paparazzis, weren't there?
right
Yeah.
along the
Yeah.
railing there on the right.
Right.
Draper Price.
Well, it sounds impressive.
There are good days and bad days, like anything else.
So, you wouldn't happen to need any freelance artists, would
And
you?
all the, the
know
reflections
by
are
now.
just amazing.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because it works so well.
You can use me as a reference.
You have to give props to the first and second ADs who did an amazing job, and
Yeah.
it's a really big job in a space like this to get all these background artists to go
Yep.
back and forth at the right time and not distract you from the scene, but add to the life of the shot, and it's a really difficult job.
And then we had like 100 extras or something like that day. It was amazing.
It was a big crew.
Yeah.
Come over.
Adam, Ben Frank, and Jessica Lowry
Yeah.
they did a great job.
Maybe some other time.
Not even to meet my husband?
Really.
Well, it's not romantic. We just got married. for
We
the
actually had talked in the room from season 1 about having Mitch be married. And it took us 4 seasons to get there.
Yeah.
To be married and, to the person that she ends up being married to in this episode.
Okay.
I told her I brushed my teeth. She said it
At
still
the
smelled like
Shrinks.
spaghetti.
Yep. I love this set.
It's a great
one of my
set.
favorite sets. And I love the, the colors of the couch, the orange,
As long as I do what she says.
with the hair, and there's, there's yellows in the walls, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Hate sounds.
Why?
And it's
the
so
blue, the
nice to
skirt,
see
yeah.
Sally Draper with a mother figure that cares about her, even if it's just
I'm very
for an
proud
hour a
of
week.
how you found a way to
She's
behave
great,
so
this woman.
well.
She really does.
Even when you get so angry at your
She really
mother
does make you
sometimes.
feel like you're at like you want to
It's
just
hard to
spill your
control
guts to her.
themselves when
Yeah.
you get so angry.
She just doesn't know that I'm mad.
There's a great bit in here coming up that Matt
I told you your mom acts that way because she
showed us how he wanted it, and which is how we shot it. You'll see when she puts the card down at the end of the card game,
Do you have any aces?
No.
or picks up a card, and the psychiatrist grabs it
Yes.
just to get her
Now that
attention.
you're
It's
back at
terrific
school,
detail.
We probably should be seeing a little less of each other. Just one day a week. So that
Just
you
her
can
voice,
say goodbye
so calming.
And be with your friends. And be in the ballet recital.
Okay. Do you have any threes?
There it is. She hold on to it.
Yeah.
I said I'm very proud of you. Did you hear that?
Do you have any jacks?
This is a great set too. This is Midge's house
Yes.
and her husband.
It's so wonderfully done.
Ugh, how far she's fallen.
You know, this was a difficult shoot, this particular scene, because there was so much to it, and there were sort of 3 different locations in this kitchen. There was a kitchen, there's sort of a bedroom, and then the bed area. So we kind of did this part in a oneer with no coverage, which I don't think made the editors or Matt that happy, frankly.
When we met, I said he looked like Brendan Behan.
There was a prior take where they all drink what he's pouring now, and they all look at their glasses like it's really disgusting. The rot gut that he pours them all.
Yeah.
To welcome company.
I love this guy.
He was great. John
Ailes?
Ellis.
Ailes?
Yeah.
Go freshen up and make sure we have toilet paper.
Famous line, $10.
$10.
Well, okay.
Okay. He was really good.
He was great.
Perfectly cast.
And there's the painting. Remember, John, we went through like a whole bunch of, we didn't know exactly what the painting was going to look like. you
Right,
know.
Matt went through all kinds of their catalogs of, painting, all that art was rented.
It's part of this thing that she's doing. It's called an afterimage. What's more real?
It's really good.
Nice.
You know, I have a price list somewhere. Of course,
What does addiction look like on canvas? That was what we were going through.
Right.
It's like, wow. Looks like Lawrence of Arabia a little bit there.
What do you think
The guy in the turban. It looks.
Oh, it does.
It's not hard to see things are a little
That's what I
tough around
see.
here. But she digs you. And I could tell you, she'd do anything if you bought one.
What a nice guy, huh?
What a charmer. And yet he
We're
is.
not possessive.
Yes.
And you should have heard how excited she was when she tracked
This
you
is
down.
something they planned.
What?
The look on his face when he says what? When he knows he's stuck his foot in it.
She walked
I
in here
know.
with you?
See, I knew I shouldn't have left you two alone.
Are you kidding? We're getting along famously. You know what? I'm gonna get some groceries and whip up a great meal.
And Don's not falling for any of it.
Midge, honey.
She lost her purse.
Comes a chicken cordon bleu line.
Oh, Don, don't.
My father owned a restaurant. I could make chicken cordon bleu.
Here, how about that?
$10?
That's what got him the job.
Well, okay.
Reading that
They
line
really
in the
did.
audition. Well, okay.
Be right back.
You two sit tight.
I think one of the really great things about this scene, there are many great things about it, but one of the things that I really love about it is if you remember Midge, she was such a carefree, beautiful, sort of free spirit in control of everything, and she's now just sort of so sad and pathetic. And I love the look on John Hamm's face and the way that John Slattery, that you directed him to sort of, be disdainful, but also have this, empathy for her.
Idiot.
Yeah, he's. I mean, I think there's a definite mix of disgust, and when he left her, he gave her a lot of money, and she kind of, I mean, she fell in love with someone else when we last saw her. And he
Right.
Yeah.
left her with that big amount of money, and now she's tried to screw him out of some more money, and so he's a little disgusted, but he's also empathetic and curious to what it's actually like.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's really sad because the last time we saw them, there was such great chemistry between them, and now it's over. You know, they
Right.
you see. How,
Mr. Slattery,
Sir.
tell me something. You're practically in every episode. I mean, you are in every episode. Do you have to go to the readings for the actors that are in this episode that you've directed?
You mean the auditions? Yes, sure.
For all the actors that would be in this?
Everyone, yeah. Except, you don't really say, in the audition process for this show, Matt makes the decisions, as Andre and Maria will testify. I mean, everybody can weigh in after everybody's auditioned, but generally the decisions are, well, this is the person. I mean, it's usually pretty obvious, but not all the time. In my experience, I haven't had as much experience in the room as Andre and Maria have, but,
Sometimes there's a lot of discussion. It's usually down to one or two, between two people, and it's very different. The way that
Right.
the character would go.
And then
but
Matt-
it's always ultimately Matt's decision.
How many
Matt
people?
overrules you.
Yeah.
Right.
How many people do you see for this fellow, this part?
Oh,
How many-
Perry?
We saw a bunch.
Yeah,
8.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? 8?
And there were a couple of guys. In fact, there was in another episode I directed, he cast a woman and then changed his mind a little while later. And I'm sure that's happened before.
Do you find it, is it a little tough to do that? Being an actor yourself, to sit there and
it's painful.
feel a little
It can be painful.
uncomfortable.
Yeah. He just tore up the check he wrote her a check
But she
for a
doesn't
large
have-
amount of money, and
Yeah.
then she can't cash a check, so he'd have to give her less. You could see how painful it was for her.
Park. Do some advertising for me. Like a sandwich board. It's really great to see you, Don.
That's so sad.
You haven't changed.
Back at the shrink.
It was the way he slammed the door like that. It was so dismissive. It reminded me of Don.
January's so great in this scene.
Yeah.
Of course it wasn't. When I confronted him later, it turned out he hadn't heard me.
Of course, she's complaining about her husband.
Yeah.
to her daughter's psychiatrist.
Right. Which we made a point to put and maybe they moved in, but I wanted to see the rabbit's eyes
I
because
know.
to emphasize the fact that she's at a child psychologist, psychiatrist.
It's that mural so fabulously distracting.
It really is.
Am I the bear? Am I the rabbit? Am I the squirrel?
She did was wrong, and she's been very responsible since.
Her life is chaotic. And I'm afraid of losing this influence.
January's so childlike in this scene that it's just perfect.
When you come in here, you have many things on your mind.
Yeah, it's clear from this scene that she's the real patient here.
Right.
Where you get to say
Not
everything
Sally.
you want to say. I have a very talented colleague, Dr. Evelyn Shapiro, whom I
Right,
can
but wouldn't
recommend.
be embarrassed to have her own
can't I
shrink.
talk to you?
Yeah.
Or has already gone through that.
She's already gone through it, and it was a bad experience, so.
If you look, there's a
Not about
little
to do it.
person on the toilet in the little house, too, that they put in the last minute.
Oh, you're right. There it is.
Next to-
I don't need a psychiatrist.
I know there's
Obviously,
so
I'm
much
willing to
going
do
on
whatever you
in
I know,
these
just
frames.
that-
It's just
as
fantastic.
Sally
Like that statue to the left of the woman, cradling her. I guess that's her pregnant stomach.
Yeah.
That if she continues to make progress, that we could continue to discuss that.
Of course.
Stalemate.
Keep you in the books for next month.
It's just like she knows that if she doesn't keep seeing this
Poor
woman,
Sally.
that the child
Right.
will suffer. So.
Take it out on Sally.
Yep.
So Don's getting ready for the big meeting.
Oh,
with
he's
the
doing
new-
his voice.
with the new tobacco company.
Right.
Which you never really see him. I mean, he's always cool as a cucumber.
Yeah, we've never seen him
You
with this
see
kind of
him
tension.
kind of
Yeah.
sweating it out.
If strategy comes up, and it usually doesn't at this point, what do you think they
And,
think
the thing he was
street
doing, the little
business
voice exercise, that's
Well,
something that
as
Vincent
you
does
know,
on the
it's
set all the
pointless to
time.
get women
Right.
to switch from men's brands. Nobody switches.
And it's, you know, this show in particular
probably
shows
looking for a
just
new way to
how
give them-
important Peggy is to Don.
Yeah, she gives him some specific advice, and
Yeah.
then he's
Dr.
distracted,
Appleton's way out.
and
The partners are gathering in the lobby.
and now he asks her something. What she said again.
Thank you. What were you saying?
They know each other so well.
Yeah.
I was saying
She
you're gonna
knows
do
that
great.
nothing specific is going to work. Comes the bearer of bad tidings.
Morning.
I'm afraid I have some unfortunate news. They canceled the meeting.
Are you kidding me?
They decided to give it to Leo Burnett.
Burnett has Marlboro already. I thought they wanted a fresh start with this.
So did I. They're excited to see where you are in 6 months.
6 months means never. They're letting us die.
I thought this was a sure thing.
Down the road, perhaps. There's no reason to be discouraged.
Wind is blowing ice cold out there.
What's great
Get a meeting with
is
a damn
Roger's
tobacco
potty
account.
mouth in
Take
this.
it inside.
My favorite line.
This is, yeah. I think this is the strongest word you've ever said.
No, there's been a few shits.
There's a shit in here yet too.
So now there's, right, there's the rest of the,
This is
you
such
know,
a
the
great...
office watching something's clearly gone wrong. We've all
Yeah.
just left,
Ah.
and now we're all back.
Mr. Crane, out.
Poor Harry.
Poor Harry, right?
Not part of the inner circle.
I can't
It's always poor Harry.
I need an excuse. It's because we're desperate.
And we're yelling in the office, and they can hear us.
Rico,
Yeah,
like some
so I
sweaty
love.
salesman knocking on his last door.
Because we're going after scraps. What about United Airlines, General Motors?
You think that's easier?
Then what? You have a plan?
I'm out there beating the bushes every day for anything.
You should
That's what
try.
makes that scene so much fun. Is
That's a
everybody
little
eavesdropping?
scene
Yeah.
from the writer's office at Mad Men on occasion. Everybody pressing their ear to Matt's door.
100,000.
And Lane Price has gone to the bank to see if we can extend the letter of credit to the company until we actually get a piece of business that'll carry us.
Drastic reduction in staff.
$50,000. Absolutely not.
It's an obligation.
I love that suit
of
of
your
armor in the
contract.
background.
All we need is a bridge to cold and flu season, and Vicks will take us to the holiday.
So now all the employees have been asked to contribute.
Tonight?
It's a hardship for me as well, but it's a necessity.
They're
We
obligated,
should
as
move.
Bobby
We should
just
never
characters
leave.
just
You
said,
think we look desperate now?
Well,
to kick in money
figure it out.
until we get past this,
For a little while anyway.
which is freaking Pete out because he doesn't have the money.
And, then
And this is where I
decided
think
to
she had heat stroke.
standing straight up, not like
She starts to
Superman.
kind of slur a little bit.
Only
I
one
noticed
side.
it when I watched the
It was
episode. Yes,
Kiernan. Like Mary Poppins.
Do you want the backwash?
Oh, thank God I didn't have the pads on.
no.
I fly in some of my dreams. It feels like being in the ocean.
This felt like I was going to heaven. Except I don't believe in it.
You don't? Then what happens when you die? Nothing?
It doesn't really bother me except for it's forever. When I think about forever, I get upset. Like the Land O'Lakes butter has that Indian girl sitting holding a box.
Where did this come from?
Matt
It
Weiner.
was Matt.
Her on it,
So
holding
good.
a box.
And now every time I see that butter package,
I know.
that's all I think about.
Have you ever noticed that?
A little thing of
I wish
interest.
you would've said that.
Matt's son
Sorry.
goes to school
Yeah. I
with
should
my
do it.
son.
Oh.
They're both, I think, about 14 years old, and they're in the same class.
No kidding.
That's great.
Little
Save my
oddity.
Fritos for you.
That looks like the poster that shot for the
Yeah.
season 4.
Exactly.
May I speak with you?
Are you busy?
No. You want one?
No. Philip Morris set up the meeting, then told Leo Burnett about it to leverage a sweeter deal.
So they used us. Is that supposed to make me feel better?
Everyone at Burnett's already bragging about how we never even got a meeting.
What do you want?
I want to know why I'm being punished for being the only business left around here.
We're all being punished.
I don't have that kind of money.
Pete, I'm doing everything I can. Get me in a room.
So the desperation is just piling up.
Come in.
Everybody's waiting in the conference room.
For what?
Well, we were all gonna leave when you left, but you didn't go, so. What should we do?
I don't care.
What happened?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
What are we gonna do?
Peggy, it's not your problem.
I know, but I have been thinking about the company, and
We
I
really
was
wanted to
wondering
find a
what you
way
thought
for
about,
Don
you know,
to sort of become
why don't we just
inspired
change
not only by his
if this was a dog
interaction with
name.
Midge, but also by something that
can't
something that
start over.
Peggy was involved with.
just
And so
started.
You
this
always
was
say if you don't
the
like what
scene
they're
that we
saying
came
about
up
you,
with
change the conversation.
in the writers' room, that it
What
would
they're
be
saying about us is
Peggy
true.
who sort of planted
So
the
there's nothing we
notion
can
of
do?
changing the image of the company, changing its name in his head.
While the walls fall
Right. If you don't like what they're
We're
saying about you,
creative.
change
Change
the
the
conversation.
conversation.
Make it about
Mhm.
something
Most
else.
important thing there is.
And that was a line that all creatives can identify with, being the least important, most important people in the building.
Right.
That's true.
Now Pete's got to spring the news to Trudy
This is
that they
Andre.
have to kick in some money.
This is Andre and mine favorite scene
Yes.
in the episode.
You know, we put a mirror behind this, and we tried to shoot it through the mirror, and we had all kinds of options. But then, there was camera movement. There was which happens sometimes. The floor's uneven, whatever, and we couldn't use a great shot that we wanted to use. So there are always these considerations. You know, you shoot it one way, and then for one reason or another, it gets cut another way.
Surprise me after 5 years.
So you were going to be behind that mirror on the left?
Yeah, we would see her saying that through the mirror. I forget now how it actually went down,
We're
but,
not buying a house, Trudy.
but they're all both so good in this.
They're just so great.
And the maternity, dress.
what we
It's,
have going.
she's had her child, and yet, she's not wearing anything that's
Well, she's not back to
form-fitting
her
or
weight
yes,
yet. Yeah.
exactly. I think it's a great little
We have
detail.
22 in the bank, not counting the baby gifts, which will remain for the baby.
It's all for the baby, for Tammy to have a yard to run around in.
Central Park was good enough for me.
When you bet
realize how
big and
Pete is
lose, you
trapped
don't
and-
double down.
I know. It's also
This
sort
is
of
a
laying the
contract.
seeds of dissent in that marriage.
Lose
You
my
know?
partnership.
Right, and even she doesn't believe. Oh, you'll lose your stateroom on the Titanic. I
Right.
mean, everybody's really losing
Nobody
patience
believes.
with all of it.
That stateroom line, I believe was Brett's, right? He's the one who came up with that.
I think it might have been, yeah.
Yeah, that's a fantastic line. It really is.
People are losing faith all over the place. This is a great set too,
Yeah.
which is so well lit.
Yeah, you
And
really
shot by Chris Manley. It really, you go in there and you think it's really it's a great set, but it's very drab. But then the way it's lit and this other wall that you'll see in a minute is really great, this
Yeah.
glass wall. So he's about to throw the painting out, and something in it catches his eye and speaks to him for a minute.
And I remember
Yeah, we had a
in some
lot
of
of
the
discussion.
original drafts,
Yeah, we had a lot of
he was going to
discussion about
break
this.
it,
Right.
Well,
and
he
put
he'd
it in the
break
trash, or he's going
Right.
to fling it across the room, and it was going to hit an ashtray, and there'd be cigarette butts all over it. Cause
And I think we finally settled on him looking at the picture when after the read-through, I think, John, you were in the room when that happened.
Right. And we had all manner of
There goes the
this,
journal.
voiceover in this, and how when the voiceover kicks in, and this was about 3 a.m. we were shooting this.
And writing this letter was just so painful. I think everyone in the room had a
There was like,
took a
I think
crack
everybody
at
had a
it.
draft of
Yeah.
it. And also just something to point out that Don ripped out his journal pages here.
Yes.
Right.
He's sort of done with the touchy-feely, trying to get in touch with himself. It's time to act.
Right.
Time to take a stand. I love that shot, the lighting in it.
It's a great
And the
shot.
way you shot it, John, is just beautiful.
That was Chris Manley. Shoot it from the bedroom. We shot We shot it a bunch of different ways. Because there were dissolves and this starts a sequence. By the way, the typewriter was broken.
That's right.
And if you can hear, there are no type snapping sounds. They're just because we just had to get on with it. So John was just typing with his thumbs on the spacer bar, making it look like he was typing just to move the carriage across the typewriter.
Well, since most people who watch this show can't remember what a typewriter was, that's probably
And this was a piece that he goes to this was a piece of footage that we had from another episode
Yep.
because we didn't have the time to go to the actual gym again for the second time. And some of these dollies I shot it the other way, but you can obviously use it. I shot it starting the shot here and going around his shoulder to see it. And then we shot in and then out on Vincent so that we had options to go in and out, pull in, pull away.
We know it's going to be hard.
On all of us.
If you're interested in cigarette work,
Just to, things you learn. I mean, I haven't directed very much, and so it's, with all these,
Cutler, Gleason, and Shaw.
there are tricks to it, but, you can give yourself more options when you're cutting.
We welcome all other business because we're certain that our best work is still ahead of us. Sincerely,
And of course,
Donald F. Draper,
Don walking the walk of shame, but Stan being sort of the arrogant artist is the only one who really gets why he did it. and is proud of him.
Again, you know, the framing and just lighting a scene like this with the glass, and it's just amazing.
And a lot of
The amount
people
work.
in the scene. I mean, there were, you know, all those secretaries. There are 4 of us in the room. These two, the 2 secretaries, a moving shot. I'm in the shot, and it's you know, it really is a lot to think about in a very short amount of time.
Agencies you mentioned.
Luckily, there's so many people. Everyone knows exactly how to do their job. You don't have to tell anybody how to do anything.
Although this new set has been, you know, it was really tricky to begin with.
It was really tricky just to economize the whole thing. You know, you can do it in 12 shots, or you try to get it down to 4 shots, and that's the difficult part.
Yeah, I think at some point during the season we were wishing we were back at Sterling Cooper. It was
Right.
so-
It's a more difficult space to shoot in than the old office space.
Down to risk versus reward, it's done. And I slept last night for the first time in a month.
You slept, really? You weren't smiling, thinking about the taste of shit that would be in everybody's mouth over breakfast today?
No one asked you to euthanize this company. What did you expect? For us to pat you on the back? Don't you realize the
It
clients
seemed
are
like
all
this is
going
difficult to interpret because you sort of bracket them and you sort of do one less hot, one more hot.
Yeah.
You humiliated us by not
How
putting
angry are
our
they?
names on it.
Yeah.
You left us with this hypocrisy.
So deny it. I did what I thought was best for the company. You can either back me or not.
You did what was best for you. Because you're impatient and childish. You had a tantrum on a full page in the New York Times.
So no one is happy about this.
I don't know. It's good not to be the reason this place went down anymore.
Off the hook.
Yes?
There's someone
Roger's
calling
off
from
the
Senator
hook.
Kennedy's
That's right.
office.
For losing, now I'm not the reason.
Yeah.
To speak with you.
Lucky Strike is no longer the reason.
And this is
Now
Robert.
Don's to blame.
Yeah, Robert Kennedy calling.
Robert Kennedy calling.
And I think a lot of people were disappointed that it wasn't the real.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
Robert
really, yeah. But
genuinely
people
go.
didn't
Yeah.
didn't laugh when it turned out to
Yeah.
not, you know, to be an imposter. They
And when
actually
we shot
were.
the other side of the Robert Kennedy thing, we shot a whole bunch of different. Remember, Andre?
Oh,
We shot a
right,
whole
yeah.
bunch of different
Yeah.
variations of the Robert Kennedy
Yes.
character.
And none of
sitting
it ended up on.
with his back to the camera.
Yeah.
And looking like sort of famous, you know, shots that you've seen of the Kennedy family, just in case Matt wanted to use that side.
Well, I think the audience, we all really want Don to turn this into a success. So the idea that Robert Kennedy was actually calling was just so
Right.
exciting to them.
And that voice is just so great. I just.
Who the hell is this?
It's just so funny.
Teddy Chaw. Thanks for sticking my name in there.
He mentioned Teddy Chaw's agency and saying these people still do tobacco business and they do it well, so if you want to use tobacco, go to them.
Yeah.
A little mix up there. That was Eunice Kennedy.
Keep joking. You're cynical and craven. Tobacco put a roof over your head, and it fed your children.
And then it killed my business.
I never thought you had the stomach for a partnership. I'm no longer part of this agency.
I don't want to say anything.
Get my shoes.
Bert, calm down.
I will not.
Of course,
We've
everyone knows Bert
created
never
a
wears
monster.
shoes. Right, Bert?
Yes.
It's just such a nice sort of button on that scene that he says we've created a monster, because Cooper's the character that's always sort of accepted Don with all of his faults and
Right.
you know, secrets.
You realize I
Just one more little layer of blame or responsibility.
Just pile
The
it on poor
personal
Don.
lives of everyone that depend on him as well.
I'm terribly sorry about that.
Did you get Dr. Miller?
Megan, the worst secretary ever.
Yeah.
But the best looking.
Best looking, worst secretary ever. Although, I don't know.
But she's exactly what he needs at this
I
time.
love the letter.
No.
You know, and it's that old adage, don't be very good at your job if you don't, you know,
That's right.
if you want to move up.
I know
Too
that
good at
part.
it, they'll
I
keep you
know
there
it's
forever.
about- He didn't dump me. I dumped him. I just love that you did it.
She's great. She
She
played
really
my
is.
daughter in a TV series prior to this.
That's right.
And then when she showed up looking like that, in the audition for this part, I felt like I was 186 years old. So these guys are all sitting around the creative lounge,
Smokey the Bear, Smokey Robinson.
Waiting
I know,
to.
waiting for Robert to steal the scene again.
eating
with
the
his
joke.
shoes.
Right.
We had a big discussion as to, you know, what Cooper's shoes would look like.
We did actually.
We were thinking, you know, possibly
How-
cowboy boots.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's
funny.
right.
Yeah. I voted for the pumps, but that didn't work. A nice stiletto.
Well, it's been a pleasure working with you all. I wish you the best of luck.
But they are all saying in this scene that, you know, that Kenny gets a call from all his clients, and none of them are talking about the tobacco. And that's the point of the thing, is that no one wants one client to be the biggest client. They want to be the biggest client. They don't want anyone. And another reason why the clients are upset, or upset about this, is that no one wants any one player at the agency to be bigger than they are.
Doggy dog world.
Doggy dog world.
Danny.
Should I close the door?
Now, Peggy thinks she's going to get fired.
She does.
Her reaction's great.
Should I sit down?
Who can you live without?
Oh, good. I mean, not good.
She's fantastic.
You know,
She really is.
She's the best.
Well,
These
Danny,
two are so good
obviously,
together.
though he's kind of grown on me.
Lane sent over a memo with suggestions. All of the tobacco people, Mark Coyle.
I love how there's the award in the background.
I know, it's
Yeah.
just
Such
always
a
there.
long time ago.
I know.
Which was broken and glued
Yeah.
together.
That's a lot of people. Are we going under?
No. Of course not. I just wanted to give you notice so when they all come to you, you'll know what's going on.
Okay.
So, you haven't said anything about the letter.
I thought you didn't go in for those kinds of shenanigans.
And of course, it's important to Don what Peggy thinks, no matter how badly he treats her.
Yeah.
Right. Pasadena, 118 degrees.
Oh.
What's that? A camera mounted on the side?
Camera
of the...
mounted on the car. Right.
Oh, Sally's so
On both
nailed.
sides. And then one camera across the street, obviously, to see her pulling up.
Being a parent of a teenager, I have to say I so understand this reaction.
Yes, Maria's been through this.
Stop, both of you. What are you doing here?
And he bolts.
Look at him.
No.
You
And then he's winded.
her, you hear me?
Yeah.
That's not good.
Go.
Scared out of his wits. She's scary.
She's scary, and all and the great thing about January is she just so beautifully puts this into her performance. You know, she's not really protective of her daughter. She's just pissed off that boy has chosen her daughter over her.
Right.
Now, this is a scene that
As
takes
twisted
place.
as that is.
It takes place in our
I don't
house
know him at all.
all the time. We have a young girl and mom
Yeah. Well,
facing off.
Not about one of her boyfriends yet, thank goodness, but face
So
off.
here's Faye with her.
Takes the heat off of me.
Oh,
Faye's
this
with
is
her
great.
box of belongings.
And there's her future walking right at her.
That's a great shot.
It
That
is.
ceiling.
Can I get you anything?
Chris Manley.
Oh, meow.
We had to try to minimize that. The two of them were really
Yeah, they were
giving each
really-
other the business.
What's this?
My things. We had to resign.
Right. Another wrinkle
Jeff
of what
Atherton wants another
the
cigarette
open
account
letter did.
I'm so sorry. I didn't think about that.
He still gets a kiss.
I know.
And actually, he got an "I love you," which was edited out.
Yep.
That's right.
That's right. There's a lot of
And
discussion
the look on
about
his
that.
face.
Yeah.
I think the look is kind of still there at the end of the scene. The sort of terror and nausea.
What was the reason? Did Matt ever say what the reason for cutting the "I love you" out was?
He felt it was too much. He felt like it was clear enough, and with right here where she's saying to him that we're going to go public,
Right.
that was enough to be too permanent for Don.
Because we could do that now.
Too permanent for Don with this woman, I should say, because he's certainly not, going to have any problems about that in the future.
That's where she
don't
says,
give it
"I
away,
love
Matt."
you," and he. And
Come
that's
on, if
what.
you bought the
That's,
box
that's sort
set.
of the still the reaction.
Yep, that's exactly where it was.
I love you. Hello.
But if you see his face here,
La Caravel, 8 o'clock.
Sure.
Your girl.
Have your girl make reservations.
I have to say that "I love you" makes people feel uncomfortable too. It's just a.
it does.
It's a.
Well, you never
It's
know if
hard
it's
to
sincere,
get away with that one.
or if it's not, or
Just wanted to say goodbye.
What happened?
Tobacco is very touchy.
Who's gonna do our research?
Now, Peggy has always looked up to Faye and admired the way she does business and admired that she's a woman in the workplace who is respected and does her job. And she says this here.
right. And the two of them have had a good working relationship
Yeah.
together.
Not
And
right now.
now it's gonna be back to Peggy with the guys.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
No, I mean it. You do your job so well. and they respect you, and you don't have to play any games. I didn't know that was possible.
Is that what it looks like? I'm sure we'll work together again.
And Janie Bryant, just amazing suits.
I know, both of those,
Both
the
of them,
dress and
yeah.
the suit. The power suit of 1964, 5.
Make room for stepdaddy.
Here he comes. It's still so strange to see him in Don's kitchen.
So he's home for a family dinner because Sally has said, well, how come we never eat with Henry? So she tells Henry, and he's here.
And Betty's drinking a lot of wine these days.
She never eats.
She never eats, she
You
only
never
drinks.
see her eating.
And now
She's
she's
into
picked
red
her
wine
moment to slam her daughter.
Well, I had quite a day.
That doesn't sound good.
It's this neighborhood.
Low caliber people.
Being
I
taken
love
over
that.
by low caliber people.
My dad used to say that all the time. George Mastras, have to give
Move.
you a shout out.
Now Sally's horrified.
The Breskies.
I don't know if that's a good
Around the
shout
corner.
out, Maria.
The Bresky kids.
I don't think you want to be recognized for that phrase.
They're so rich.
So Henry
Oh,
doesn't know
really?
what the hell's going on with Sally.
All he knows is that his wife is being unusually cruel to her.
That was his wife, his manipulative.
Poor Sally.
Poor Sally.
Yeah.
And she's got a piece of lanyard that Glenn gave her when he broke into the house.
Yeah.
Earlier in the
She wishes
proceedings.
And there's the mattress, the famous mattress. Oh, no, that's in another episode. Never mind. Take it back.
So here's another little minor State of the Union.
I love that shot.
Dawn, Harry, and myself should probably begin the process of letting people go to avoid any further damage to morale.
And please try and limit any sympathetic adjustments to severance.
Yes, and as Lane mentioned, we'll try to hold on to any staplers, scissors, hole punches, and tape dispensers.
They do disappear.
I love
John,
that
you ever
little
gonna call back
barb
the American
between the two
Cancer
of them.
Society?
Yeah.
I tried you twice this morning.
I saw that. It's a joke.
It's not. They finally called me. They
While
want us to come in and meet about an anti-smoking campaign.
Always smoking.
Really?
Took me about 5 minutes to stop laughing. I hope I didn't blow it.
Well, that's interesting, right?
Great. Public service. Free work. That's just what we should be doing right now.
It's prestigious.
We can't eat prestige.
Someone called us. We gotta have new work on the air.
There's a lot of bigwigs on the board.
Under normal circumstances.
Now, this was this chunk of the scene. Remember that Andre and Maria that was cut out? There was a chunk, and we never had really time to. There was never a rewrite on the scene, so all of a sudden,
Everybody
we had
was
to figure
getting
out a
up.
way to get from the first part of the
You're right,
scene
bring the bar to the table.
Yeah.
to this part of the
Yeah.
scene.
Lane, may I speak with you a moment?
Well, I gotta go learn a bunch of people's names.
That line made it into the book.
And it's such
That
a great
line's
line.
great.
Matt Weiner at its best.
It's true.
At his best.
Yeah.
Okay, now, and here is something also, you know, what, 4 years to get to this moment where Pete and Don actually finally make peace with each other?
Right.
Bonus or future salary?
That's one of the great things about working on a show like this that's had life. And
What?
Don
You know-
paid his share, and there's Don.
Yep.
Danny. It was really hard to find enough. I don't know. I did something where I didn't make Vinny stand there long enough. So it was tricky to. We had to do a couple of cuts to let that moment play. And this is the crying trail of
Yeah.
tears here.
Trail of tears, yeah.
Employees vacating the premises.
So
This is Dejected Dave. That actor's name is Dave, and we were calling him Dejected Dave.
Yeah.
More and less dejected each time he did it.
And sort of the bittersweetness of Stan and Peggy. Stan and Peggy, who don't get along, have, you know, being the ones that are kept because they're the talent.
There's the great Danny Strong.
Yep.
It was my pleasure.
It was so funny. This guy awaiting his execution. Bill. Bye, Bill.
Bill?
Bill Mitford. Bye. He was great, though.
He was. Looking down the hall.
Yeah.
That's what his bravado has wrought.
Looks like Mad Men at the end of each season. Are we gonna get picked up?
What a great choice of a song, Trust in Me.
Excellent
That's only
choice.
the second time I've
Excellent
seen that
choice of music.
episode.
It's
Fun to watch it
fantastic.
You did fantastic work.
You
Chris
did,
Manley.
John.
Yeah.
Excellent directing.
Patty Rogers.
John Slattery, Bobby Morris. Wonderful.
That was fun. Thanks, guys.
Yes.
Thank you.
Take care. Are we going to see you this weekend, John?
No, I'm not going to make the trip this weekend.
Okay.
But I wish you all the luck in the world.
Thank you.
If we're still being listened to, they're referring to the Golden Globes. Cross your fingers, everybody.
Yep.
We can get along, we can get along. Oh, if only you trusted me.